The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
What is the definition of nothing to lose, everything to gain? What is the definition of a playoff game? What is the definition of every game matters? What is the definition of the planets that align? Do the stars align? Well, for Yoshi, that's the questions he's been running through his head. A tough T3, where he thought everything was going in place. A loss to Brad, a loss to Kev, and now the spiral continues. He gets that redemption win against H, but it's a little bit different atmosphere today. And for Vapor, it's T5 Vapor. He's talked about this since the beginning of the month, which was last month in August. T5 Vapor has arrived. It's time to put to work what I've learned over the last 12 months to get to this one moment. We may be on the blue planet, but only one will be singing the blues after this game, and one will be on the blue stars amongst the starbursts in the nebulas of the unknown. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ultimate playoff game. Winner goes home, winner takes all type energy. You got to go all in between Yoshi and Vapor. Both guys know what's at stake. There's a lot more implications, not just for this game, but also for the class championship. This will be our first class championship crowned today. Looking forward to seeing how that one goes. And a lot to get through because this is our last day of the round. After today, there's only 8, 4, 2, 1. That's it. 8, 4, 2, 1. 13 regular season games left after today. We started up right here, though, into the schedule. We go into the Neptune region. Yoshi Vapor, 4 versus 5. The classic battle in round 2. Yoshi taking care of business, of course, against H. Vapor taking care of business. Acosta hasn't lost yet. Something's got to give. Right after this game, it's the big boss. Everyone has been waiting for the big boss to see what he does. I expect a big turnout for that one against Toaster Guy. Crikey, that's going to be a good one, mate. Crikey. Should be a fun one. And then the last game of the day will be, of course, back to Short, I believe. Shorter myself. I think I'm going to take it, but Short's going to EP for me. Chris Tago G. For Chris Tago, it's off the Bye Island right. Finally comes back on the table. He had the longest wait out of anybody. G somehow got through Clay. I mean, it was a cracked out version of G that we hadn't seen in a long time. We'll see if that continues. He's looking pretty formidable right now, trying to get back to his 2023 antics and ways. We'll see what he got going on in the Mars region to close this out. There's the region, of course, thumbnail made by Zach103, the blue planet we are, back on Neptune, the prettiest planet in the solar system, in my personal opinion. The question is who will have the prettiest moves today, because what a great showing by Brock the Rock. He really sent it in there on Nam. Despite Nam's win on the 100th game, it wasn't meant to be for the Florida native. It was the Georgia native, the Florida-Georgia rivalry, the Florida-Georgia line, whatever you like to call it. William Brock gets it done. He makes the second Sweet 16. But who will join him? Winner of this game automatically gets home table, which is something we have to talk about a little bit. And why are we saying talk about it a little bit? Because we got the man back in the booth, Cody Lamas. We're very good at picking algorithms. We're going to be talking a lot about that on stream. When to drop the starts, when to go up. He's going to be joining me. Of course, the two players, Yoshi Vapor and Bad Brad, making a return back to the ref table. But this is his last ref game of this round. Looking forward to seeing what Brad will do, of course, as our ref. He's doing a really good job. Appreciate Brad. All right, Cody. We've talked about this. The biggest thing we have seen since, I would say, the opening day of the round, maybe Saturday, Friday night was just absolute domination. Since Saturday, Caesar said it, right? The big drop, 15-7. That drop favors certain people. We've also seen light switching come back. We've seen both these guys. They pretty much took care of ease, but the problem is, Cody, Vapor took care of ease on a non-stream. Yoshi was supposed to have a non-stream. This is a playoff game. Winner goes to the next round and keeps their Super League dream. Loser's done. They're going fishing, and especially for Yoshi, if he wins this game, double hit of momentum, right? You get that class overall championship, which is incredible, right? You want to get that. That's an accolade you'll have for the rest of your career. For Vapor, he's trying to play spoiler, and he knows big time CFP. So this is a great game. What are you expecting here from both players? They play two different styles. Vapor very fast downhill. Yoshi has a little bit more of the calibrations, knows when to calculate, but also can play fast downhill when he needs to. So this should be the interesting game for sure. Talk me through it.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I think it's kind of reminds me of when I had to play Vapor. Similar.
Mm-hmm.
We had a pretty good game back then, if I remember correctly. And as for the pressure, I mean, hey, there's nothing like coming out of the limelight into the main spotlight, right? We see the games that we have next round, but this is a big one for here.
Absolutely.
Right now, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to get it done, and got to handle all these eyes watching you as well. So it'll be interesting to see what plays out. And yeah, they brought me back. I can't believe they brought me back for another day here. What am I doing? See how this one goes.
Yeah, we got to bring Cody back. He's one of our good commentators, man. We miss Cody on these mid-afternoon streams. He's the man with that. Appreciate that. I'll go over to our ref today. Brad, obviously you've played Yoshi, right? You've played Yoshi, of course, in the finale in March or in May, the Masquerade May in June technically, but the Masquerade May tournament. You know what Yoshi's bring. You know Vapor too. Vapor's coming off that dreadful loss to Pat Johnson, where just the reverse and the Wilds couldn't connect, and Pac found a way, but that was on an old platform. This is a new platform. How do you think both guys have been battle tested throughout the year? They both have had tough losses and, in a way, some scrappy wins. Where do you think the line's going to be drawn between the pressure? We have not seen either player in a pressure spot, so we'll see how it goes. All right, we're going to go to the road team first. Usually I like to go home, but there's something special at home, so let's go to road. Start with Vapor. Vapor, welcome back, man. Second round, pressure's on. Nothing like playoff Uno. This is it. Your playoffs start now, basically, from here on out. How do you get into Yoshi's head knowing that you've been in this position before? You were here last year. Yoshi really wasn't here last. You were here against the likes of Sanford, right? You fell short, but you were up there. You beat Sanford, then you lost the next round to Mr. Smith. But talk to me about just the likes of the pressure, going back in that old data book on mentality, where you may not have the most mentality or the most data orientation on the bot, but you had that mentality from last year. Where's the fine line that's going to make you adjust and compensate to win today's game? Let me know.
Well, today's matchup is really tight, 4-5. It's about as tight as you can get in, college basketball March Madness, in the playoffs, in really any sport. These two sides are very, very close match. But yeah, I have the experience in this situation, and I know that if I want to win, I really have to step it up. Last year was kind of a disappointment because I made it all the way to Elite Eight, but lost to, one of the best Uno players of all time. And even though I didn't make it, I knew that I stood a chance against him. So I know that T5 Vapor, September Vapor, August Vapor is winner, and he can get stuff done.
All right, let's go over to Yoshi. Oh, one sec. Let's go to Brad. It's been a long season for both of them. It's going to come down to who can adjust, who can still keep going. Simple as that. All right, Yoshi, you have two things on the line today, boss. Right? One, the most obvious, you win. You keep advancing. Two, you have a class championship. You talked about two things at the beginning of the year, right? Get that class championship overall. You have a chance because it'd be 2-2 with you and Eli, but you had the tiebreaker with the P2 back in Masquerade May. But this is Vapor. Vapor has played a lot of tactics that he's got looks. He can light switch. He can play downhill. How do you adjust to that pace? Because I think pace management, we haven't seen much of it this tournament. This could be the first real game where we see it. It's been a while, but this could be it. Talk me through it and how you can deal with the pressure as well.
Yeah, there's a lot that's going to come into play here. I mean, I'm just looking to win. I mean, I'll try some strategies, and I mean, yeah, the pace that I'll try and put a pace to a comfortable spot, but really, I think what's going to matter is how I play the game. I could go slow, but if I don't make the right move, then it doesn't really matter. I feel like I really have to um, think through my moves and try and take advantage when I feel like the time is right. Um, it's gonna be. I expect a back and forth. To be honest, this is gonna be interesting. I'm excited for this match because I feel like we know each other a little bit more than like a lot of other people, but we haven't practiced all. We don't really practice with each other too often. So really, a game where you could predict one person wins over the other, and it wouldn't be like a weird prediction to make. So um, yeah, I mean the pressure situation. I mean to me, this is just kind of like if I was in a game seven or in a final game, and that to me that's a pressure situation. It's going to be like this, but just for every game is pressure. So I mean, it's just a case of keeping myself calm enough to that I won't make easy mistakes, and yeah, just hoping for a good game here because so far, I mean, it's been going well. I mean, not a lot of people expect me to even get past the first round, so see if I can keep the momentum going. But yeah, I wish you luck, Vapor. I, the veteran class is interesting. To mention that because I kind of completely forgot about it because I was so focused up on Super League. But yeah, it's definitely something. Definitely will be a great thing to get as well as an added bonus for winning this game. But it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, well, honestly, with how the system's going to be next year, there's just no way you can win 2 or 3 class individual titles because the competition with the way the realignment's going to be with all these classes, there's going to be guys going up and down the ladders, especially with the veterans class. It is the one class where if you just have enough experience, you can cook. Compared to where we are in the Masters and Legends, where it's hard, it's going to be a dogfight. So try to get it now for sure, especially with the guy who has no intentions of being here. And he's gone, right? He's just waiting. We don't even know where Eli at. Right? He's just waiting to see what happens. But that's not on the line for Vapor. He's just trying to play spoiler. He knows it's been a rough season. He's got to get the win. It starts right now. It starts to get down to business right now. All right, boys, it's time to get down to business. And with that, we'll go to Bad Brad. Bad Brad, you know what to do. Brad, gonna initiate the game. Big moment in this series. We talk about big moments in the series all the time, big moments in the season, and you gotta look at 2 things for both, right? They both have had great moments as we go. That's weird. You can't be serious, bro.
Believe.
There's no way. It's a Discord, man. Challenge
Do the
check.
space music. I don't know. It's Discord.
Huh. That worked, though.
Everything looks good.
Nah, it might be on my. I'll check the panel. Okay. Here, let me just so you guys don't see my screen. Let me just go into the pod. I'll check it out. I don't know. It's just good. We just practiced too on it about
Nothing like, you're getting ready for your biggest race, and then there's a little red flag,
Little rain delay, yeah.
A little rain, little splits of rain.
Freaking rain. All right, let's see. Let's see what the problem is here. Let's see.
Just tease a little bit. Wait, make you think.
It's online. The bot's online, so I don't think it's the bot. It has to be either the server or Discord stats is good, right, Cody? You said.
It looks good. Don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, then it's probably on my end. I'll look into it.
The bot's still recovering from yesterday.
Yeah, right.
All the smoke it was doing.
That was an insane game yesterday. Let me just check. All systems are operational. Let's see what the problem is here. Let's see. Server marked is running. It's no issue. That's weird. There's literally no issues with the server. There's nothing. What is going on? Huh. Let me try it again, Brett. Hold on. What?
Oh,
it's
Uno
wait.
in
Brad doesn't have
yeah.
CEO. Brad doesn't have CEO.
Is that it?
Brad, I'm sorry, man. It's my fault. You know the C. Because Gerard
There you
yelled
go.
at me once. I was gonna say, there's no way. All right, Brad, I'm sorry, man. That's my bozo fault right there. Shh, don't tell him I did it. Brad, start it up again. Here we go.
He's taking a picture right now. He's on to it already.
Yeah. Thank you, Brad. And Brad closes out. Yeah, we got it. Like I said, this is changing soon. You're good. You're good with that nickname. Not a problem, Vapor. You're good to go. All right. Well, that's problem solved. We did not need a heart attack right there, so we're glad we're good. All right, let's get down to business. And for that, Cody, I'm going to do the honors. Man, you're going to do the game one card call for Yoshi. Go for it, Cody Lamas.
All right, Yoshi. Welcome to the spotlight. How many would you like?
Yeah, I mean, I've shouted out Vapor a few times in previous games. We're gonna start with 6. See what happens.
6. Whoa, we're dropping low.
This is different. This is different.
All right, Cody starts, and now Brad will start the game. Brad and Cody.
66 cards. 66 cards.
Well, Caesar's not here, but there you go. It worked out. Yeah. Well, we apologize, guys. It was unfortunately just a CEO glitch, but that's all good. All good. All right. Well, we're gonna find out, Cody. We have not seen this in a while. I don't even remember the last time we've even seen this from Yoshi. This slow? Definitely gambling early.
Doing the opposite. We're gonna see how the opposite now plays.
What in the world?
Boy. Okay.
It's not the usual Yoshi, I know. Vapor's going to get into a light switch. Is this the right move? This could go quick. Okay. It's hard to read here, Lavis, because 6 cards, man, we're not used to this. We need Sanford or somebody who knows how to read this better. Vapor does 6, though, a lot, so he knows what he's doing, but...
We got to see, like always, we get these little hits early, and then it goes into draws. So when will that happen, if so?
Well, we're going to have to find out right now, because it might be game right here. Is this game? Yeah, shower later.
Well,
yeah.
There you go. What?
Oh my god.
Wait.
I mean, I don't have anything to add. Yeah, no questions. And there's nothing you can do. Lamas, we talk about this bot. It's great, but when you go that low, there's no fix. There's no fix to that. That just happens when you go low.
Favor chances the risk there. It works. How it goes. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, normally I have a really good question, but unfortunately, Yoshi and Vapor, there's no question to ask. There's nothing to ask. There's no self card to draw. It was plan A. I got nothing.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna pull a captain and always go low. Just wanted to do that for game 1.
I got a comment. What I was trying to do. I was trying to switch. I had a blue 4 and a blue +2 and a blue 9. I was trying to get to the blue so I could +2 him because I knew it was over.
Yeah, but
couldn't really do anything there though.
I don't even think if you get to the blue, right? He had too many action cards. I don't think you could. You were a sitting duck. Hate to say it. Yeah, that's a kind of a deflator there, Cody. But that's the risk we've talked about in this buy. It's not the best when it comes to that 5-6 combos. It's just it's getting better, but you're always going to have. We saw it with Cap, right? Game 7 against Monkey. Yeah, with 4 action cards on a 5-card star. It's just the bot's really good when you go 9+, 10. You start getting into that higher tier stuff. It's really good. When you stay low, it's very early to see. I don't know.
It'll definitely be interesting to see what the next card selection is.
All right, we'll go to game 2. I don't got much. I'll run it here. Yoshi, no 6. It's off the board now. What do you got?
All right, we're gonna double it. Let's go 12.
This will give us a better read, hopefully. Well, let's see. Go 12. Brad will start it up here. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a good read on this one. Quick game already. And, well, another action card start, but you can get away with that, Cody, on a 12 card. You got plenty of room to work with here. This is where we'll see who makes the real reads instead of just a 6-card shuffle.
Yeah, usually we'll say game 1 is a filler, but this will be definitely the filler game.
Yeah, no filler. That was just a whitewash. But Vapor's going quick. He's going quick, Cody. Already defensive already. That's an interesting sign right there. That's a real interesting sign. You don't see many 0 sugars. Yeah, well, I had a feeling that there's something going on right there. That was really early for a 0 sugar. Little light switch into the lane Nick combo. Really good there from Vapor, though. I will say one thing he does really well. You played him, too. He never gets rattled usually on these upper tier because he really struggled a lot in the past. Last year on this 12+, he really just didn't like it. And now he's getting better with the composure. I just wonder. We haven't seen many drop or scale ups. We've seen 12 to 6 drops, not 6 to 12 ups, though. It's very rare.
Yeah, very rare indeed. And I believe Vapor even got a couple on me in the higher cards when we played. So yeah, it's definitely worth noting on that.
It is worth noting, Cody, and they're both running the greens now into the Yepes cap combo. We'll see both those guys in the S16. We'll see with Vapor. This could be a game where it comes down to who has the control at home. It could be right now. Yellow 4, here comes Vapor again. He'll double it up. Yellow 9. Yellow 5, they're running in the yellows. This could be timing. Could be timing. Let's see.
Kind of feels like last game where we haven't seen really any draws to start. As well, of course, there's your draw.
There's your draw. Vapor, I think that's a good play regardless. He's trying to force a switch. You can see it. Yoshi's going to go +2. Oh my goodness. Is he going to go for a triple play? Oh man. He's going to go for a quad and send Vapor packing.
Yeah, if that +2 was from the draw, that's very fortunate to be able to connect like that.
Going to blue, that's risky. Is that too risky from Vapor? Well, Vapor couldn't do much there, Lamas. Another one pretty much just summed up. Another planet. Yeah, we gotta wait, boss. Now I have some questions here. Now I have some questions for once. I will go to Vapor. Vapor, I mean, what happened there? And it said you did a pretty good job of running the colors, and then ultimately you got outbeat to the punch on ammo. But did you have some saved up and just can't down at timing, or you just couldn't execute?
He got bailed out on the yellow +2 draw. I had yellow 4, blue 4, wild, green skip, green +2.
Oh.
So I was gonna go yellow 4, blue 4, and then wild into green, and it would have been over because he didn't have any green.
You just got beat to the punch. Yeah, I was going to say, Yoshi, you pretty much saved up your ammo. Did you get a bailout there? Because there's no way I can say it unless you had some crazy save tag. I think it's a bailout.
Okay, so what happened there was, I was just curious to see if he was going to continue playing the yellow, and then I essentially got a perfect draw because with what my hand was, I didn't want to use the ammo that I had, so I was like, I'm just gonna do a draw and see what happens. I ended up getting a yellow +2, which allowed me to go for that quad. I had that +4. I had that the whole. Well,
I figured that.
Time.
Yeah, I figured that one. You know not to do it, but yeah, it's just a perfect draw. We haven't. This is a weird one, Cody, because Vapor technically has not played a single action card. Yet he hasn't self-drawn yet. This is, I don't know, man. I'm starting to sense a little whiplash here. This might work itself back out. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm starting to sense here. This might work out soon.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. You definitely just got to kind of stay patient, and then just kind of see it, because usually it'll come back for you in these game 3 or 4s.
Yeah, it's supposed to live up to a good series. Let's hopefully we get it, because it's hard to really read on a 4-minute game, Brad. There's really not much to say. It's kind of just plan A, and that's all I got. It's plan A and a little timing, but we haven't seen it yet. We'll see if this 14. You can run it in, Brad. That's this 14 game 3 will now be the real feeler. We got to get a longer game, Cody, before we can make read. Hard to get a read right now. Very hard. It's just too short. Let's see. Haven't seen much on this spot lately. Green 0. All right, the Clint Green 0 sugar. Let's find out. Vapor, we talk about this, Cody. He needs to get these reads right, but he also needs to get tricky with the eye candy, and he hasn't had the chance yet. It has been just kind of just a typical luck game on 6, and the 12, he just never had the ability.
Yeah, pretty much right there. There you go. He's going to start it off.
Now he's got first action card from Vapor all day. He sends Yoshi packing back. All right. And Yoshi's going to draw. Yep. Vapor, Light Switch City. We talked about him on the Light Switch City. Blue 5. Yeah. Well, this is typical Vapor now. This is Christian Tago type strats. We've seen this before. Right, he's just going to go crazy with the switching, see if he can play attack mode, offense only. Comes Vapor again. Cody, you've been used to this, right? The light switching, attack, offense, see where it lies. We saw it Brock last night do it a lot, for sure.
Yeah, it's like we said previously yesterday. It's definitely coming back slowly. People are definitely going to note it for future references.
See what
It
Yoshi
definitely seems pretty even so far.
Yeah, we'll see what Yoshi does on a test here. He's really good at testing it out, and that's a good move there. Vapor a little aggressive early.
It's Vapor's first draw.
Yeah. It's been, like I said, it's been a weird way. It's been a plan A game. It's just going to cat. This should be, it's going to bail Vapor out for sure. Let's see what Yoshi will do here. He goes into a KT Classic trying to see if ISO works on Vapor with the blue. Did Vapor save? He did. Well, only one, though. In the M. She's still running it down. Vapor still... more blue. Great fade look there from Vapor, regardless. Good fade look there. Here comes Vapor, looking for a double. Got the triple. Is this the game? The 2-1. Yoshi power plays?
Oh. That threw me off.
Yeah, everything was moving so quick there. All right.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. So that Vapor now has 2 cards. That's it for the power plays.
We're flying now. We're flying now.
Yeah, we're flying.
Oh, boy.
We're flying Hawaiian.
Oh, boy. No way. He's down to 4.
This would be a ridiculous power play. This might be a ridiculous power play. It is unbelievable power play. The Stingray power play. Vapor, I'm sorry, man, but you just... I don't even... That's oh, my God. That's... You just got beat, man. I don't know. You typed that. I don't even know what to say. That Cody's done this before. We saw who did it last round. Stingray, right? We seen R do it before. Myself. I mean, you have any comments after that, man? I don't know what you had. For once, you had the run, dude. That's what the fans wanted. I didn't want. To be fair, Cody, we both said we needed to find the limit, right? We both need to find the limit. We both wanted 3 or 4, right, for Super League, but the fans wanted 2, and in testing, we did have... It's part of it.
It's a matter of seconds. Like, Yoshi just timed it perfectly. Like, he had it, and it basically was a tie in time, but he gave it to the runner.
Yeah.
And I think what this to sum this up with no words, all you have to do is post a picture of cards drawn, because
Yeah.
34-4. That's I don't know how to describe that one.
Well, Cody, there's one way to describe it. Vapor's drawing more than he's played. I mean, this isn't even a real that one's not even a real hosing. I mean, Yoshi. That was just a great instinct. I don't know what to say. That's just. I feel sorry for Vapor because that's just something you hate to get with your pants caught down. But that's how the bot is. Now, we're supposed to have a banger series here, but it's been a kind of a weird one. We haven't been able to find a groove, Cody. I don't know what to say. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, is this where you're asking me something?
I really don't got it. I'm just speechless
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, okay. For me, I was like, because with my experience with using power play, I have to use it to finish a game. I figured the run. I figured that as soon as he got down to 2, I'm like, I had such a good hand. I don't want it to go to waste, and then I might as well go for it. Gets me the 3-0 lead. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything right now because
There's nothing to say.
Because look, this could go 7. I could still see it. But right now, I just have to get into a comfortable position and not and just play the same game I've been playing. I was gonna say something else. But I was gonna say something else. Dang. Okay. Well. Oh yeah. Okay. I was gonna say this. So really, for me, it's like, yeah, as much as good of a series this, you're expect as much of a series you want it to be like back and forth and all. I gotta go for I'm just going for the win at the end of the day. So for me, it doesn't matter how I do it. So
No, you're
we'll
right.
see what happens. But yeah, I'm doing this for myself at the end of the day. As much as I love the fans, I gotta win.
It's interesting, Cody. I mean, I think the power play was smart. I just look, we made a vote, right? We made a vote. We said we wanted continuity, right? And look, I was all right with it at first, but there's the two things. I wanted the CH, right? We all know that. I need that. And now I thought for sure we could maybe have spiced it up to 3 commands or something, maybe 4, but then the argument is, well, there's no defensive power play, right? So it's a fine balance of where do we find the line. We have to look at this. Super League will be the ultimate test. Does 4 work? Right, does 4 work? It's just, I don't know. This is a hard series to read because we're just getting incremental games. There's really no, normally I have something to say, but when someone's played less cards and they've drawn more, how do you really sum up a game then? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's very hard to say what Vapor's doing wrong, and it's hard to really say what Yoshi's doing wrong. It's been a lot of plan A, and there's no questions you can pimp unless you got something. I got nothing. I really don't. It's very rare.
No, I completely
comment?
agree. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was reading through the stats results channel before this game, and just looking at the, like, how many games the series went versus the cards that were played. Some of them were really easy games, and you think were really close games, and there's a lot of discrepancy, and you think the cards didn't paint the picture of this series. But all I can say right now is the cards are painting the picture of this series. I had the opportunity, but it was just snatched from me. So we'll see how things go here in Game 4. See if we can force 6 or 7 here.
You got the power play. That's the only good thing you have. You still have that. That's the one thing he's got in his favor. That's the only thing I could say, Cody, you can still take. But all right, let's get to Game 4. Vapor's on the brink here. He's got, I'm not surprised there. I think it's the last chance. You got to go for it. Full send it. Here we go. Can Yoshi get the sweep, or does Vapor have some magically pulled on the pocket and we'll go for the win? We'll find out. Interesting series so far, Cody. There's no doubt about it. Oh my God! Why is it not?
Oh boy.
No. That can't be the bot. That's got to be the cord. Discord.
I'm at the favorite Discord status, am I?
Hold on, boys. Let me
Bookmark.
let me check the status. You guys can run it.
This is to Discord.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What is Discord doing? Embed failure. Oh my god. Yeah, they've had it in the past, so let's keep it going. It is Discord. Caesar just confirmed. Classic. Well, all right. Let's run it. Green 0. Is it the same start?
I think it's just cursed. I think it's just cursed on the afternoons.
Man, Yoshi had problems the last series he played. You had a problem yesterday with the scoreboard. I don't know.
Our game we had before, or the first game I had.
Yeah,
oh
with
boy.
Discord
Yes, we
issues.
are starting on another Clint 0.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on, man. All right, well.
I think they're trying to head scratch us today.
Yeah, this was already a head scratching first 3 games. They really want us to age us 10 more years, huh? Okay.
Well, we're staying consistent because I believe the last game with 14 was our Clint 0 start, so we saw how that one goes. So let's see how this one goes.
No power play for Yo. It's really going to come down, and now Vapor can take his time. That's the only advantage he had. He can slow it down, take his time, go from there.
Yeah, because last game his plan was working out very well. He did a very good job. Just unfortunate with the defensive power play run. So definitely won't change much, but just keep it going. You can work slow.
In the red, here comes the Vaporizer. See if he can get it back. A little light switch from Yoshi. Great play from Vapor there. I like that, Cody. We talk about that crossover. We see that all the time. Yoshi's out. Here comes Vapor. Oh, what? A little intriguing crossback, Cody, in the red. Okay. Let's see if Vapor's got a run. Remember, now he can take his time, but this would be an insane run. Yeah, 8 cards. Ditto play. I just got pinged.
He's got him down to 2 colors. So here he goes. He's starting up.
Here comes Vapor looking for the run, trying to get this back.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, I think this is a little karma back.
There you go.
Yeah,
Go.
I'm glad Vapor won that one, Cody, because it got snatched from the jaws in that last game. I think that's the bot saying, you know what, man, have one back. I think that's only fair.
Literally, it started with the same card. So,
dude,
literally, yep.
It's crazy to think I'm getting deja vu because remember, you were down 2-0, right? And if that power play never happens, it's a 2-2 game. Right, so it really is. This bot really is whiplash. You think you're out of it. You think you're in control, and then boom, the momentum. You have to understand how the momentum flows. Vapor, I will say though, ballsy call, man, on that wild back to red. You did a little ISO fake out. Talk to me about where the ISO fake out came. Good eye candy. I think that was a good get back to get you back in the game here for sure.
Well, I had skips in every color that wasn't red, so I'm like, okay, I have to get to red if I want to finish this game and leave that either a blue card hanging or a green card hanging so I can finish on either of them. And I had a green 2. It was just the better decision to take him out, get back to blue with those double blue 4, and then just wild it to red and cross my fingers. I was a little scared when he played the red reverse into the red 7, but it worked out in the end. I wish it didn't have to go that way. Maybe a red skip or anything could have happened there, and I'm excited I got the win there so I didn't get swept. Sweep would look really bad here. Glad I got the win.
Yeah, Yoshi, I think you just got to accept that. I mean, I don't really know what else you could have done, unless you had some maybe cooked up on a green fade look. I really don't think you could have done much there. Is that how you saw it? I don't really see much of a way you could have cleared in there to win there.
It was just unfortunate considering the 2 colors where I had ammo, it never really went to them, so I mean, I switched out of green early. I figured he'd go back to it, but that never ended up happening. So, I mean, again, but at the end of the day, most of my hand wasn't much to work with anyway. So, I think it's fair that he won this game. I think you may as well get that big run because I had that run off of the power play.
That's fair game for sure. Well, it's interesting, Cody. The bot basically said, "Here, you have 2 colors with ammo, and you have 2 colors with ammo." It's almost getting too perfect. This thing, it's crazy, man. The reads on this bot are just it's really readable, but the problem is, you think one way, and it's going to come with the experience. Maybe now Yoshi thinks, okay, but maybe don't fade that green look anymore, right? Or is it just the case of a 15 car? I think that's the beauty of it, right? When you go upper tier, 11 plus, especially even 10 plus to an extent, there's just so many ways you can skin the cat, where the old bot, you only had maybe 5. Now you have like 2,000 ways. It's nice, whereas you're more boxed in. We saw with Brock yesterday. He boxed 9 men with the similar hands, and it's hard to... That was a rare case where he just couldn't cook, and Brock found the rhythm on 7 through 10. What was your thoughts really on the starting card? We're big into this. We're more fascinated into that. But we went from up, then a little bit more up, and then we scaled up 1. Now we're going to have to go back down naturally.
It's definitely interesting because, like, it seems like the more and more we see in these games is that the bot loves to give these large numbers of reverses or skips at certain games, and you have to be prepared for that. Like, I had all those reverses yesterday, and Vapor said he had a bunch of skips just then. You got to be ready to adjust on the fly with, no action ammo cards, and just got to do it the old way, right? It's definitely interesting, and I like it. It's definitely keeps you on your toes, as we say.
Yeah, it's split control in a way, right? You both are going to get some goodies, and how do you work with the goodie bag? It's nice. It's nice compared to the last series.
Little goodie bag.
Yeah, well, good. But compared to the old bot, where it was just, okay, have a nice day. I mean, you're Vapor hasn't had a +4, right? This should be a 2-2 game. Let's face it. If that doesn't happen, it's a 2-2 game, and Vapor has no. I think that's the same thing you had. You had no +4s, 2-2 game, and you finally got it. So the Whiplash theory worked. It was just an amazing power play, and unfortunately, Vapor's down 3-1, but not out of it, and he's got a chance maybe to get this to a game 6 at home. We'll find out. It's Yoshi's start, though. No 6, 12, 14. What do we got here?
I guess in honor of my longest card chain, 8.
Crazy 8s. This is more the box setup, right? Brad will put it in. It's the box setup, Cody.
Brad, that's not the right channel.
Brad? Oh.
He's back. He's back.
Oh, okay. No worries, Brad. It's like our ref was just taking a little bit of a... Okay. Right channel. Yeah, we're good. Let's start it up. There it is. Vapors, greens, G6, popping bottles in the ice. Okay. Bot new. We'll see how it goes. A lot of green starts, Cody. 3 greens in a row. Clint zeros and Vapor himself. Double Vapor. Okay. Well, double bottles in the ice, baby. Again, Slizzard. Okay. And we go over to M now. So this is our first switch. We know Vapor's loving the switches all year. Remember, Yoshi has no power play. Vapor has that power play back pocket. He can afford it now. He can afford to take his time. He knows that's not going to be an issue anymore. That's the one advantage he has here. Here comes Vape. What a move. I like that move, Cody. You did this yesterday. That's aggressive. I like that. That's a good move.
Full attack. Take advantage of the weakness you see.
And nothing. Here comes Vapor. He could find something here. There's the +2.
We saw it last game.
Yellow plus. This could be it. Vapor looking for 3-2. Yes, sir. He got it. Wow. What? Fast and Furious. Is that another minute 14? Is that another minute 14? Is that another? I almost nailed that, boys. That is crazy. Vapor, I think
we're gonna need a whiplash emote in the Discord.
Vapor, you have to say this has been fair, man. The bot literally, it was cruel to you in that one game, and now you're getting everything. It's whiplash, man. It's the whiplash theory is back. Maybe you don't want to win on 8-card chains. It doesn't work. I don't know. How do you sub? It's plan A. It's plan A. And you finally have now played more cards than the draw. It's crazy, Cody. He was down 3-0. 0 cards drawn since that moment. 0. It's crazy how this game works. It's insane. Vapor, thoughts?
I didn't know whether to go green 8 or blue 6 off the starter or whatever. Off his green 6. I didn't know where to go green 8 or blue 6, but I'm like, I gotta go blue 6 and then wild back to green and hope that it works. And it works to absolute beautiful perfection.
Wow. Yoshi, I mean, all the confidence in the world, everything was going right, and now you picked the 8. I mean, you tried to box Vapor in. Was that just a gamble you're willing to take, since considering you may have one more home game at the end, or what was the possible theory behind that 8-card start? Because I didn't mind it, but definitely something interesting.
You know, I was kind of between two choices. I figured maybe I just maybe I try low but not too low. I don't know. Sometimes 8 is a little bit one-sided, but I wanted to test it. It wasn't anything like, I didn't really know what to expect, because a lot of these games were just one player has the run and the other doesn't. We have yet to really see like a game where we're both drawing back, and I feel like, I don't know. It's definitely a weird series, but like I said, I knew it wasn't going to be over right off the bat. So, I mean, it's definitely an interesting game so far, but just got to keep it going. I mean, that game, as you could tell, I didn't have anything to stop his run. So.
Yeah, Cody, it's weird right now. It's technically still a fair game, but now all of a sudden, remember, at one point it was 34 cards, Vapor to 1, right, on the cards drawn. Now, Vapor has played more cards than Yoshi. You can't make it up in this thing, man. This bot really is a whiplash moment. It really is. It circles back in a weird way, and where it just doesn't want to prevent a hosing. It just knows. It's crazy.
Yeah. I was interested to see for cards self-drawn, what's our pace at, and we haven't seen a card game that low since DJ Logan. It was 6-8. So you better be ready to play. It's coming. You have no time to think, no time to rest. You better have your run set up and planned from the beginning, as we've seen. Look at these game total times, right?
Nothing.
You better be ready. You got to go. You got to go if you have the chance.
You got to go. They're playing ludicrous, Pat. We're in space for a reason. They're out of the world, right out of the galaxy. But this will be, no matter what. We found a way to get back to Vapor's last home game. He did the job. Easily, this could have been 3-2 his way, but he gets a chance right here to tie it back up. And will we get a game 7? We'll find out. Vapor running it back. Okay, running it back to 14, where he had the luck earlier. He did. Starts the 14. Vapor, remember, he's got the power play, and if he wins this game, Cody, on the Ghost 1, that power play could be something to watch. Yep. Yoshi had the power play. Now you have the power play advantage, which is big. The power play, we hadn't seen many people through a Game 3 power play, Cody. I know you did one against Gold, but that was Game 4. Game 3 is very rare in a 7. We don't see that often.
Yeah, because it's really just deciding on if you want the momentum and take the lead, you want to be safe playing defense, or do you want to go on the attack and have that chance still out there? As we've seen a lot of low card number starts as well this series, so definitely interesting.
They're just firing away, Cody. We don't have any time to talk. No, they're just going, man. They're going. Good Lord.
They're going. They're doing their color swapping. They're going.
We have no time to talk. All right, we'll go to Stingray. Let's see what happened. I don't think I've touched it once. I haven't touched card history at all. I mean, that just shows you how this game is. We really can't touch it, right? Because we're going at a speed of light, and I don't know. We'll see if we can get a longer game.
Man, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready.
Just gotta be ready. We gotta be ready too on the booth here. Here we go. Blue 5, run with clean. JT, happily wed man. About a minute in. Pace is incredible right now. Insane pace. Blue 3. And now Vapor's got a chance to run. Looking for 8. He's got it. Yoshi, does he want to switch though? That's the question. Do you want to switch? Now's the question, Cody, is with these higher starts, switching matters, but does it matter all the time now? Because you start to think about the pace here. He's going to go into a red, which was the last thing. Yeah, I think Vapor might be okay with that, Lamas. I think he's okay with that.
It's
Yeah.
definitely interesting because in a lot of these games recently in the series, Vapor has drawn out a draw from Yoshi pretty early on a certain color and is taking advantage of it, but now we'll have to see if that continues as we're back
G6.
to green.
Yeah, his own card back to the Clint Green. That was the. Wait a minute. Was that the initial? Or is that Pandora's? Let's see.
Oh, it was not. That is Pandora's.
Yeah, I was going to say it was Pandora. Here comes a +4 into a red 5.
I've seen too many greens so far this series.
Yeah, we've seen everything this series, man, for real. Maybe defensive there from Yoshi. We'll see what Vapor's got.
Interesting to go back to red.
Well, at this rate, yeah, you got to think, Cody, it don't matter. +4, 4 freshies in the
Yoshi's
back.
got to be setting up there on there because he's done it twice.
Yeah, he's done it twice. He's setting something up in the red. Remember, he can't do anything on power play. No red, Cody.
Okay.
Just when you think you got something figured out, they're just playing so quick, and it's hard to figure out anything. That's the problem. But Vapor
It's interesting though because I would have worked out without the +4 probably.
Vapor, smart move. I think that's a safe bet right there. Use that +2, right? Take the lead back. Here comes Vapor looking to take it again. Did he have some ammo control in the back end? No, nothing, so he just used his greens up. Okay. Yoshi for the lead now. Got it. Vape show. What's he got on this 5? Pressure mounting, pressure building. Did he have some top deck heaven? Nothing. What will Yoshi do right here? Taking his time now, so this could be something coming here, Cody. Let's find out.
You may have to consider a defensive power play if he's setting up for a run.
Yeah, Vapor's going to be on the button. You know that. Nope, just a yellow 5.
Well, all right.
Well, Vapor, I think, still is going to be wary of stuff. He's still going to be wary. He's going to go yellow 0. I don't think he's going to. Yeah, he's not going to be 4 to 8. It's getting close. Let's see. Did he save anything really in this yellow? It's going to come down to the yellow saves. Because right now I'm starting to get a little read in this game, but not a lot. It's still too much to decide if it's a read or not. Comes Yoshi looking for 2. Or 3, excuse me. Vapor gets the power. Yeah, good move. I think you gotta do it. I think that's the right move. You can't risk.
Hopefully act on it.
Let's see what he got. Yep, and he goes
right
back to
at
green.
him.
Here we go. Is this gonna be a no way? Is that turnaround fair play? No, but good move.
That would have been great.
That would have been classic. That'd have been really fair unfair.
Tied up.
That would have been a fair unfair battle if that would have been turnaround fair play for real though. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Clint Green. That's what maybe Vapor did not want to see. Or did he? Oh, he did the crossover back! Are you kidding me? What a play from Vapor. What in the world?
What is happening?
What? That's it. We're going to Game 7, boys. Unbelievable. That's insane, man. That's one of the craziest wins I've ever seen from Vapor, bro. Vapor, that was incredible, man. That's all skill. Because to be on that defense where you sense that defensive power play, to get that one back, you had to use smart precision. We saw this with Ghost, Cody. You remember this. Ghost did that defensive power play yesterday. Yeah, he didn't do anything. It looked stupid because he gave himself a card, but that was the instincts, man. Great win. How'd you rally and how'd you save 3? My gosh, that's insane. That was insane.
In yellow, in green, I had green reverse, green skip. Didn't want to use it because I had no connection to red or yellow. When he switched to yellow, after every time I played a card, I typed in Uno PP in on my keyboard and had my fingers over enter. And then once he started playing that reverse skip, started spamming enter on my keyboard, and luckily it was on a skip, so I got into green and then into
Wow.
blue, and then I'm like, I have 2 wilds in the pocket, so whatever he tries to do, I'm pretty much invincible. So yeah, felt really good about that one.
No, that was very impressive. Yoshi, you have to just got out. I mean, we saw this one against Brad. We saw this against Brad, against you and Brad with the wild. It's just ultimately the wild timing was the ultimate difference. He had stuff in the back end, and you can't do much about that. But could you have done a little bit better on the switching, or did you think you maximized the game and you at least got the defensive flush? That's the one thing you do have an advantage in a sense. Now it's embeds have failed. Embeds have failed. Don't worry about embeds. We're not going to get that.
So yeah, I had a you know, yeah, the way that the way that it was looking, I had 2 options. I decided to, and I guess we'll see what happens when I run. We'll see what happens now because with that defensive power play, I mean, I didn't have the finish, so it was kind of a hope that he would just go for it, assuming I had the run. So I mean, that's. I mean, at the very least, it's going to be even Steven going into this final game. I could have kept drawing, but I saw the idea, but
I see what you're saying there, Vapor. Yeah, I got you there. I just see that.
I guess I didn't realize playing the it's crazy how the playing the skip second ended up making a difference there. It's unfortunate, but at least I feel better going into this last game because I know that he doesn't have the power play.
You know, Cody in the old bot actually mentioned a really good point to me. It's all about the numbers, Kay. Are we really seeing a shift in this bot where it's really all about the 2 action cards, those quote-unquote reverses and skips are making the difference on this bot? It's rare because you think, +2s, +4s, wilds. It's the reverses and skips that are almost becoming an extended number. It's kind of crazy, but talk me through it. Do you think it's... Yeah, we just said that the embeds don't work. But your thoughts, Cody, on the reverses and the skips?
No, but like I said it. I said it in my game. I said it this game. The bot just loves to give out these long reverse chains, and we're seeing like even to this game, just defensive power play masterclass. Where I think it's worth noting that if you have a lot of reverses or skips, and you see somebody doing that, and you're in a position to do a defensive power play and chain a run together yourself, you do it. Because I mean, look where it's got us, right? It's got us to a game 7.
I think we got a read finally on this game, Cody. It's hard to say there's a read. They're playing at astronomical. I don't think we've seen a 20-minute stream in game time ever on this bot. If you see non-stream, but stream, it's been far and few between. We don't even have a game that's over 10 minutes. I'm not sure. I think it's just going to be the same thing. We haven't seen a real draw city. I mean, you look at the stats before we enter this game 7. 11 self cards drawn. Basically, it's been plan A in a weird way. It's all circled back. And Vapor, despite tying the game up, has had less +4s, and really he's had more everything else, though. And it's crazy. It's worked out all in the favor. We'll see how this game 7 goes. Brant, final thoughts before we get to game 7. This has been a weird whiplash type of game. I think Cody and I are onto something. There really is whiplash on this bot, and I feel like we've been here before moments. The green zeros, the green starters, the reverse and skips, the crazy power play. You want everything on the... If you want a bot to have constant algo, we're getting everything. We're just... I think it's just because we're so fresh to this. We're still learning on the fly as a host and a commentator. It's crazy, but it's actually turning into a good series despite it being short. Because in the past, when it's 3-3, you think, 3 hosings. But, I mean, Vapor had game 3, right? And then you had game 4, deserved it. Game 5 was he had it, and then game 6 was a little timing action. So we're getting those skill games, and we're also getting that back and forth, which you love to see. And now it's all in, right? It's game 7. There's no more being around the bush. This is huge. We'll wait for Brad's thoughts, and then we'll get into this game 7. Cody, what are you looking forward to this game 7, man? This is going to be insane. Playoffs on the line right here. Crazy. You had it yesterday.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more pressure filled than that. You got everything. You got your hits in. Now you're prepared. You're ready. You got to get the job done. And I think this bot today has proven that you We need to be ready.
It's been crazy. One more game. No more power play. Win or go home. All right. I think I know where we're going with this, but let's ask Yoshi. Yoshi, obviously, 6, 12, 14 off. What's it going to be? It's the last game no matter what. Winner takes all.
It's in a number that I think I'm most comfortable with compared to the last 2 times I've gone Game 7. Let's go with the 13.
Okay. The old school OG. Back to tournament. Oh. All good, Brett. We'll go to 13. Here we go. Start her up. Brad going to type it in. What a series. What a game. And is that another Caesar? Have we been here before? Are you kidding me? So many deja vu moments, Cody. It's crazy, man. This spot doesn't miss. The constant algo, for real. All right, well, we're going to go into a switch now. England to Brad. Green to blue right away. Vapor, he's going to try to switch the pace. Jesus. We went 3 colors in 10 seconds, Cody. Can't make it up. Cody?
No, I'm just
Mesmerized?
Yeah.
Mesmerized, yeah.
We're going. We're going along here.
I'm mesmerized, man. This is just insane switching.
Yeah, might as well.
My brain matter all over the planet. I mean, kid lord. All right, we'll go Allen this time. All right, we'll go back to the red 4 after Yoshi said 4. So that's, oh man. Here comes Yoshi with a double. Here comes Vapor. I'm sure he'll respond back. There's that reverse and skips we were talking about. No 4-bagger. Remember, no power play, so it's straight up here. There's nothing to decipher this. Back to the red 4, so we're out of Tapirs. Tapirs are gone. Red 5. Does Yoshi have anything on the 5? Does he want to switch? Do you want to switch it now? That's the thing. Do you want to switch it, Cody? That's the key. Do you want to switch it?
It's also interesting. We see it again. Yoshi's the first one to draw in one of these games.
Yeah, it's the risk you take. You don't
Vapor
want to
pounce on it.
Vapor will. He's got it. It's game 7. You got to think a little bit more nerves are going to come in. So Yoshi's going to eliminate that +2. So now it's a tie game. But Vapor's still possession here. The PA system's still on for Vapor. He's taking his time here. Really taking his time, Cody. This is big. You know, Vapor's talked about slowing nothing. Wow. So this is weird, man.
Okay.
So one doesn't have red, one don't have yellow. So Vapor switched into yellow but doesn't have it. That's intriguing. But he will have some there on the back end. Okay. And now Yoshi don't got yellow. This is intriguing. This is real. Now I think we're starting to get reads. This could be 2-color. This might be a 2-color game.
I feel like it's been like that all series.
Yeah, the bot's just saying we're going to give you 2 colors and how you win on the 2 colors. It's trip play. Vapor back in the lead. Back and forth we go. Seriously, back and forth we go, for real. 2 possessions. What's it going to be from Yoshi? Back and forth, Cody. That's the action we love to see. Does Yoshi have anything to counter? He's going to go for a skip. Maybe he tries to go reverse back into the color, end around. Yeah, I think it's his end around. That's got to be end around. Yeah, triple play, end around. Yep.
Got all the reverses and the skips.
Here comes Vape. What's he got?
There we go.
Well, he's got the lead again. Back and forth we go. Jesus Lord, this has been +4. Yoshi's just going to rip the top off. Just can't take the risk. I think that's a good move. The question is, Cody, is it coming back?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. You know it's going to come back. Come on now. And we reset the game again. Vapor up. And they both were, that's crazy. They both were probably setting up that finish. That just shows you this pot, man. It's timing, man.
Literally almost burned through all the reverses and the skips in the first half of the game. Kind of crazy. Now we're on to the wild shenanigans.
You better know. You know what? You know what this says. You better know how to hell to use your reverse and skips, because if you don't, you're going to be flushed. And now Yoshi's in a predicament here, because if you switch, it could be game. Another reverse. Oh my god! Just can't get off it. Vapor still runs those ice
Maybe forgot the
cold.
song. Reverse.
Reverse. We're in football, man. We're in football. Reverse. End around. Here comes
We're
Vapor.
in the
+4.
wild game
Here comes
now. Here we
Vapor.
go.
Hey, God! Oh my God! He did the reverse sweep. Are you kidding me? Vapor. It worked back in his favor. Are you kidding me? The Pac Johnson reverse sweep, and he figures it out. Wow, Cody, that's incredible. Vapor. That was one of your most. That's your welcome to the league moment right there, buddy. You were talking about trying to get a big win. Most guys would have been flushed out at that power play. You considered playing clean. Incredible job right there, and just played the split ammo. You used the Chomix strategy in Game 7 that ultimately got you to win. How did you sum that up? How do you sum up the emotions of that play? That was ultimate. You deserved it, man. Now, language is good. That's all adrenaline. Let me know. Vapor, crazy win, man. Vape?
I think he's running around.
Sorry. I did leave the desk for a second. Oh my gosh.
Incredible, man.
His +4 gave me a green reverse and a +4 and a blue number and a green number. Because before the +4, before his blue +4, it was a wild +4, blue 7, blue 9. It would have been over if he didn't do the +4. The +4 gave me a +4, kept the game alive, and I was able to get it done. That's
unbelievable.
I feel really bad for you. I feel really bad for Yoshi right now, because after that Mac loss last tournament, I know how bad it feels. And with Myth, 2 tournaments ago, I know how defeating it feels to go down at the last game when you have had every advantage in the first half. So I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, but I'm glad I got the win. That's just how it is. This new bot, man.
Incredible.
Whiplash.
Yeah, the whiplash theory. Lavis, if you don't believe it, I don't know. This proves it right here. Yoshi, I don't even know what to say, man. You played great. You had the perfect read on the power play in Game 3, but ultimately, could you maybe have just said, you know what, give him the game? Could you have maybe said looking back, could you? That's not true yet. That's fake news. First off, that's not true. He's still got a long way to go. But Yoshi, at this rate, man, you played insane. Unfortunately, you fell short. But could you have done anything different on that last game? Because from what I see from an outsider's perspective, if you guys both had a +4 run, it comes down to timing. I don't know. How do you gather yourself here?
I mean, at this point, I mean, I had a feeling this game was going to be pretty even. I was kind of struggling to figure out what to even do in some situations. I guess I think there were some situations where I could have played it more safe. But I mean, I don't know. This is definitely a series where I don't think I made any crucial mistakes, but the problem, because if I let him win Game 2, I probably would have used power play to win Game 6. So I mean, I still feel like it would have
worked out, yeah,
evened out. Look, I'm not gonna. I mean, I was kind of hoping that being up 3-0 would be enough, because I feel like it's hard to lose that, but this new bot gives this new bot it's different with this new bot. It's tough, but like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really upset in the sense that oh, I played a move that cost me the game. I mean,
You got beat to the run. Yeah, I understand.
yeah. In those crucial moments when he uses the +4, I'm like, do I what do I even do at that point? I wanted to keep it blue in hopes that the +4 would have stopped the run, but nope. Yeah, it was a case of just didn't have it. I think I guess the only frustrating thing is that, I mean, as much as this spot was kind of fair, I think it would have just been better if the games were more clean, because yeah, I got two. I maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to be upset over this. This is the league that I care about, but it's at the end of the day, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna win all the time. This new bot is gonna give anyone a chance. I mean, I had my chance to make Super League, and I didn't. And I didn't say I wouldn't say. I mean, I threw in the sense that I blew a 3-0 lead, but I don't know. Like, not. I feel like I played almost as best as I could. I guess I had the +4 timing, but then he had got another +4. So
Yeah.
What sucked to me was the fact that it was 6-1 on +4s going to Game 7. I'm like, if this is like speaking doomsday, because he cooks. I feel like you can if because like he's going to get more +4s going into this last game, and yeah, it just. I don't know. I think I was destined to lose even going up 3-0. Like, because I mean, I don't know. Maybe should have switched when I had the chance. But at the end, but that's really hard to read. So it is what it is, man. Uh, I'll see what I can do to improve in T5. Maybe. Nope. Sorry. I don't know what I can do to improve going into next year, because at the end of the day, I've I feel like I'm capable of making the Super League. It's just how can I capitalize on it?
I mean, it's crazy, Lums, because the guy that just had that experience was Vapor, right? He had the 3-0 on Pat Johnson, and man, you never miss. You never miss, and you said this yesterday too, right? I think it's all these law of averages where a lot of the guys that got torched in T3 or 4, they're starting to get rewarded off of skill. And I don't think either guy did anything wrong, but you heard it from Yoshi. I think that's a big lesson here. No lead is safe on the spot, right? No lead is safe. You can be up 4-0, right? You can be up 4-0 in a best of 9, but it ain't safe, right? You can be up 6. You can be up 5-1 in a best of 11. That's not safe, right? And I think that's the problem with a lot of this is the bot is still fresh. It's basically a regulation being fresh. And until we get enough reads, it's going to take a full tournament. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think even after this tournament we're going to know. We're just not going to know. And then you think about Super League, it's only 15, 16 guys, right? So there's not really much to be able to read until we get to next year on how we're going to know this bot. And until we know, it's hard to make a fine read. I think that's where you call out Yoshi. Congrats to Vapor, man. He'll go play Brock. One more thing. Vapor, your thoughts on Brock the Rock? It's just kind of funny. I was just mentioning college football and Georgia versus BYU. Thoughts on that, Vapor? Playing the Rock.
Well, if we were playing in real life, we'd probably get destroyed. But BYU's student section is called the Rock, the Roar of Cougars. So we'll see if the Rock can take down the Rock next game.
Cody, any final thoughts before we get into the bracket? What a series, man! What an absolute crazy series. That was one of the craziest ones I've been a part of.
It's just, what can you say, right? Like, I say it, and it's just a word, man. Whiplash. Like, you have to be ready to, in the back of your mind, like you said, no matter your lead or anything, you have to be ready that you're gonna get it.
You got a shot.
possibly in return. And you have to be prepared always in the back of your mind that something like that could happen. And we've seen it countless times now, and it's probably going to continue. That you always have to be ready. And whether you started off with reverses and skips, which we've seen a lot of now recently, right into the wilds, right? So it's just that delicate balance of what comes first and what can you beat to the punch. Because if you get a lead and you get momentum, seems like it's starting to, maybe the word momentum is coming true a little bit, right?
It feels like a sports match with this bot. The old bot, you were up 3-0. You can basically assure yourself you can lose the next two, game 6 or 7. I'm getting a monster hand. Right here, you're up 3-0 and you're still in it. You're still in it, right? And I think Vapor could kind of attest to this. But think about it. What if that power play never happens from Yoshi? Let's say it's 2-1. Does the ammo swing back into Yoshi's favor and he wins in 7? It's the little things, man, that I love about this bot because it's a double-edged sword now. It's really down to you. We can't really make excuses because, look, Cody, at the end of the day, Vapor had less +4s, right? The +2s were even. The wilds were even. It was a clean game. I mean, if you look at the reverses and skips, sure, it was up 2, but I don't think you can really read anything about it. It's hard to read. It's a new platform, and certain guys have just picked up on it. Certain guys are still going to adapt, and that's the beauty of this league, I think, coming in 20. I think this is a preview for next year, right? I think this is going to be a preview. Super League is a one-off, right? But it's going to be a preview. I think we're going to see a lot more. We don't have card history on. That's the big factor. But with that comes in, it's going to be an insane league. Let's go to the pod. What an incredible game here we just witnessed. It's going to be Brock the Rock versus Vapor. Crazy to think that both guys are in interesting spot. The Rock might be good. I mean, after last night, and now with the Yoshi, is he good? The Rock is going to be no matter what, even if he doesn't win in the bubble hunt. Vapor needs to get that win off the strength of schedule being just so piss poor. It's going to be an incredible game. So we're just down 2 more series, Cody. So we got the Sanford. In this region, we have the Sanford Yepes trilogy, Brock the Rock versus Vapor, 2 world champions Yepes, and of course Ashley. We got you and Caesar, bloodbath right there. We have Bowtie Allen in all in-state battle. There's only 2 options left. I mean, what a round we're going to see next. I think next round could legit be one of the best rounds in league history. What are your aspirations for that, Cody? Thoughts on that before we close off? What a crazy tournament so far.
I don't even think you can say, I mean, we've been saying it for everything, and we saw it even here in this game. The next round is definitely going to be wild, and it's time. It's new bot, playoffs.
Yep.
It's, what can you say, right? You got to be ready, and we're going to a best of 9 now, so.
New experiences, yep.
You got to be prepared. You got to be prepared for even more whiplash to come.
Man, it's we're in the Wild West, boys, and put those holsters back in the pocket and start loading up because I think we're in for a doozy. The next game will be the boss. I'll take care of it, and I'll read that quote. Sure, why not? Let's see what we got. After losing to Mid-9, the Sweet 16 Master and losing to Packing around Bob Island in Jungle July, I was feeling really down on myself. I didn't feel confident going this tournament. When Yoshi jumped out to that 3-0 lead, especially with that frustrating D-power play, it felt really defeated, and honestly wanted to wave the white flag a little bit. But there was a glimmer of hope and deja vu. Maybe I will find some luck and get the reverse sweep. Cody said it. I didn't know what to do. Game 4 was great, smooth finish, and same with Game 5, which I was particularly nervous about getting 1 win. Game 6 was the most insane finish I ever played in, and even crazier in Game 7. The wild control was incredibly intense, and a thrilling victory with the defensive power play. And that would be this Game 6. And then Game 7 was the cherry on top. Throwing back and forth finish with a little note of defense, just like Pac-12 in college football. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Pac-12. I'm so thrilled to have won, but I'm seriously feeling for Yoshi. I have experienced reverse sweeps in the past. I know it absolutely sucks to experience that. Keep your head up, man. You have so much skill in this game. You're an incredibly talented player. Next season, you can definitely do some damage. But for me, next season is my last. This tournament is here to cement my spot in the league and leave a legacy going in my send-off season. All in all, thank you to Yoshi for being a great cordial opponent. It was such a fun series. I'm glad we got to play each other. On to the Stars Brewer 16, baby. Yeah, this is it. Vapor's only got 1 more year after this, so he's got to make every opportunity count. In his eyes, every game is his last game, right? You just don't know what can happen. So we'll see what happens with Rock vs. Vapor coming up next week. Well, for all of us here at Uno MRA, what a crazy... I want to thank Brad. I apologize for Brad right there with the reffing with the CEO. That's all been fixed. Congrats to that getting fixed at least. Wasn't a bot issue. I want to thank Caesar for coming in. Appreciate him. Of course, Glamis for commentating the game. Our fans, Tago, Nam, Radden, Dan. Appreciate you guys. But it was two chefs in the kitchen, dicing and slicing. We couldn't figure out reads, but yet the whiplash happened, and boom, Vapor finds himself on the other side of the aisle with a big 4-3. Congratulations to the Utah native. He'll play the Georgia native, Brock, in the next round. And we'll see you back here for KT stream at 8:30. But I'm coming up next to play, so I got to lock in. I'll see you guys shortly.